district, and it was the place to be in that championship run for the Bucks. Well, today's February 26th, and it's 28 degrees. Not so much the place to be, but the Buck fans hoping the Deer District becomes overpopulated once again in June. And it's certainly for Milwaukee, it could happen if Giannis Antetokounmpo continues playing like he has this season. Perhaps another possible MVP for the Greek Freak. Meanwhile, the opponent tonight, Brooklyn, their hopes improve dramatically when Kyrie Irving is available to play. It's a road game, so Irving in the starting lineup for Brooklyn. And good evening, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. Milwaukee is still the home of the current NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks, and that's because it's also the home of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's creating mayhem once again in this NBA season. And our mayhem moment, sponsored by Allstate, is about him. Mark, we're starting to see his greatness is becoming routine.
Well, he's a guy cut from a different cloth, and when you get that as a coach, you got a winner. Think about it. Wins MVP, wins a championship, wins finals MVP, and he wants more. He comes back hungrier. That permeates all throughout your lineup, and it gives you a chance to win every single year. And what you love most about him is when it gets further and further down the season. Look at December, January, and February. He only gets better. An elite defender and a big-time talent.
Yeah, and he's getting help. You know, Drew Holiday's having a spectacular year as well. He's an elite defender. Everyone knows that, but his shooting numbers are off the chart. Over 50% from the floor and over 40 from three. But if they're to repeat as champions, Chris Middleton's going to have to be as great as he was last year as a go-to guy, particularly running the two-man game with Giannis. If he continues to sort of muddle through the regular season, and he does that in the playoffs, I think it'll be difficult for them to repeat.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they have championship hopes, certainly after the blockbuster trade with Philadelphia, but they haven't had the guys play together yet. Kevin Durant is close, but not playing tonight. Ben Simmons getting closer, but Ben Simmons not playing tonight. Kyrie Irving, though, is playing, again, because it's a road team. But it's just so hard to evaluate the potential of this team based on players haven't been available.
I agree with you, Mike. There's some things they have to do better, like play defense at a consistently high level. But I'm not going to judge them yet, Mark, until I see their home run hitters on the floor. Simmons, Irving, and Durant together, I think it's foolish to evaluate them.
Are you calling me foolish? Because that's what I'm about to do. You can judge them by looking at the evidence on the floor. They have to get better on the defensive end night in and night out if they have their eyes on the ultimate prize.
Well, yeah, I agree with they have to get better, but how can you say that the guys they're putting on the floor right now are going to be any semblance of what they're going to come with come playoff time? I think they're a legitimate championship team.
Well, you stay stubborn. The evidence is there. You can judge it.
Meanwhile, they've got another new player that is available tonight. Gordon Dragic signed as a free agent. He hasn't played since November when he was with the Raptors. They traded him to San Antonio. He was waived, and Brooklyn took advantage. Dragic will be in the lineup tonight for Brooklyn. Of course, there still has been some Bucks fever in Milwaukee. We've got our opening tip coming up after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. The long wait has ended after a half century. The Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
I wanted to do it here in the city. I wanted to do it with these guys. Did it.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC is presented by Meta Quest. Quest is ready.